Hi guys, and welcome back to another What's for Dinner. This video is actually a collab with a fellow YouTube mama named Taylor Elmore. She's amazing. I'm sure a ton of you already know about her. She makes lots of What's for Dinner videos, mommy videos, homeschooling videos, even some beauty videos. She has the most adorable kids. I feel like it's always what I comment on her posts and her videos is that her kids are so freaking cute. Anyway, she makes amazing content and I absolutely recommend her. I know you guys will love her too, so please go check out her video in the link below in her channel and subscribe because she's amazing, and let her know that I sent you. Now, to start off this week, we are having a salad that has been inspired from Kristen Stepp here on YouTube as well. I've made a salad really similar to this in the past. It's like a family recipe, but I don't ever include meat. So I figured to make this a full meal, this was a brilliant idea. So I just took some ground turkey and seasoned the living heck out of it because I love seasonings probably way too much. And then I used a can of the ranch style beans. You can use whatever beans you like. I just prefer these ones because they're already seasoned and have like a dressing almost already on them. I drained most of the juice out, but they still have a good chunk on them. I mixed them together and let them kind of cook down and just simmer, and they tasted so good by themselves. They were so delicious. I let them cool and I got a bowl, a very small bowl. Number one mistake here, use a big bowl because this was the most idiotic decision. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought it would be easier and it was not. Definitely use a big bowl and then just divvy it up. But I just used some leafy romaine, cut my grape tomatoes in half, and then I popped on my mixture. It was still hot, but it actually didn't even wilt the lettuce, so it worked out. I then topped that off with some Great Value Doritos that I just crumbled up in my hands, and then some Fiesta blend cheese, also from Great Value, and tried to mix that up as sloppy as possible. And the star of the show was the dressing, which is the Catalina dressing from Kraft. And so good, so sweet and tangy. It's just delicious. This is a really, really good meal for this time of year when the weather starts warming up and you don't want to cook in the kitchen. It takes like 20 minutes. And I just think that there's so many different alternatives and different vegetables you could add to this. Loved it. Highly recommend. Will make again. It doesn't look appetizing or very good, but let me tell you, it's delicious.
Okay, so for dinner tonight, we are celebrating Game of Thrones. Jazz and I are finally going to watch it. It's been a week since it's come out, but I wanted to have a roast because I feel like it's very Game of Thronesy. So we just have this Mississippi style pot roast in here. All it is, it's super easy. I've had it on my What's for Dinner before, but it's a beef chuck roast, a packet of ranch dressing mix, a packet of brown gravy, and some peppercini peppers in here with half a stick of butter. You pop it in, I'm using my Instapot as a slow cooker, but you pop it in your slow cooker and you leave it be until it cooks, and it's super, super yummy. The sauce ends up turning into like a nice thick gravy. It's really, really good. And then we're just having it with some roasted red potatoes in there. They're cooking, my oven's disgusting. And then we're also having it with a salad, and that is our Game of Thrones roast. I'm such a cheesy person. I like themed food, but I thought it would be fun to celebrate. So we're having it with that.
Alright, this was Easter brunch at my mom's house. She made a big, beautiful brunch after church. There's egg casseroles and croissants and fruit and baked goods. There's my beautiful mom, who I love so much. Even the kids had their own little kids table. It was delicious, and it was such a good Easter. For Easter dinner, I helped cook, and I made this corn pudding, which is so yummy. I found this recipe on Pinterest, and every time I make it, I have so many people rave about it. So you just use Jiffy Mix, whole corn, sweet corn, cream corn, eggs, sour cream, vanilla, and some butter, and you basically mix it all together and pop it in the oven. It's really easy. However, this recipe makes a ton. So if you are not wanting to feed an army, then I absolutely would recommend having it, or even divvying it more than that because it makes so much. It's actually kind of hard to mix together because you need a giant bowl. So I would definitely recommend making it, probably having it next time if you don't have a whole lot of people, if you're not making it for like a big potluck. But it is so yummy and really, really easy to make. Like I said, you pretty much just mix all the ingredients together and then pop it in a baking dish. It does take a good chunk to bake because there is so much. It took about an hour and a half to bake, but you can do more or less just depending on how golden brown that you would like it to look. But as you can see, it's starting to get like really tip top on the bowl. But we just pop it in and then it turns out and it's like golden and buttery corn nugget goodness. It is so yummy. Absolutely recommend making this for the summertime. Oh, so good. This next night, we were having a stuffed pepper type of recipe. I needed to use up these bell peppers. As you can tell, that red one was on its last leg, but it still worked out. So I just took a red bell pepper, yellow, and orange, and halved them up and took out all of their like ribbing and seeds. I also rinsed them to make sure I got all the seeds out. And this recipe is actually really perfect for those of you who are doing keto. We are not, but it fits perfectly into that. You just wouldn't use the side of rice. But after I rinsed them, I put them on a baking sheet and seasoned them. I only used garlic powder. I would absolutely next time use some salt because they just weren't salty enough or seasoned enough. But I put them in the oven to get softer so it wouldn't take so long to bake through, about 15 minutes while I was making the sausage mixture to fill them with, but definitely themselves weren't seasoned enough, so I would use some garlic salt probably next time. But once I popped those in the oven to soften up, I started on the sausage mixture. And I also popped this rice in the microwave. This is the best rice ever. This is Grady's mom here on YouTube also recommended this. You can get it at Walmart in the frozen rice section. It's so easy. You just pop it in the microwave. I will never go back. This is the Jimmy Dean hot sausage. I wanted it to be a little bit spicy. I would recommend, if you want it even more spicy, to use spicy Rotel. So I just used a roll of that, some Rotel, popped it in together, and then I used a block of cream cheese. I didn't even soften the cream cheese up. I just used it as is, and it melted together, and it worked really well. I actually really like that way the best. Popped in that Rotel, like I said, mix it, bring it to about like a little bit of a simmer, so it's nice and hot and heated through, and all the sauces are married together and taste delicious. And then you just fill the softened bell peppers and put it back in the oven until there's kind of like a crust, if you will, on top. You can add cheese. The recipe did call for some cheese on top, but I did not add it because I thought it would have been way too heavy. But this is it, and it was delicious. It was actually really filling. My husband and I put 2 of the bell peppers on our plate, but we only ate 1 because it was really filling and it tasted really delicious with the rice. But again, if you're doing keto, just eliminate the rice, and highly recommend. So yummy. As you can tell, my husband loved it too. This next meal, we were trying out these Great Value chicken strips, the crispy ones. I've heard a lot of YouTube mamas talking about these, and they were so yummy. They were like peppery and delicious. A lot of you guys also recommended me trying out the seasoned French fries from Walmart, and we also tried out these wavy lime and sea salt Lay's chips. I will not buy those again. I did not like them. I do not recommend them. But the chicken strips I really liked. You definitely have to make sure they get crispy though, because they can get soggy. And then I actually added some more of this French fry seasoning from Dollar Tree on top of the fries because it just wasn't enough seasoning for me. I took a wrap, some buffalo wing sauce from Great Value, some really sad pathetic greens, and 2 of those little chicken strips and a piece of pepper jack cheese, and this was so good. I will be making them again. It filled me to the brim. These wraps are from Grady's mom recommendation too. Jalapeno cheddar, delicious. This last meal is just a nice pot of chili. It was probably the last time I'll make it until fall, and it was delicious. We had it with mac and cheese the next day for a chili mac, and that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please go check out Taylor. She's amazing, and I know you guys will love her too. I will see you guys on my next one. Bye guys.